beneath the earth. There's all those mucked up metals, what's it all worth? Learning together under the sun, natural philosophy till the day is done. Open your mind, let it all unwind. Copper bolts and cosmic dust, in what do you trust? Open your mind, leave the past behind. We're all just stardust, breaking free from rust. Anthropology, ancient human tales, astronomy secrets beyond the cosmic veils, psychedelics, mind-bending flight, consciousness expanding into endless light. Open your mind, let it all unwind. Copper bolts and cosmic dust, in what do you trust? Open your mind, leave the past behind. We're all just stardust, breaking free from rust. You crew wisdom, a collaborative dream. No more blind alleys, just a flowing stream. Question everything, seek what is true. The universe waits for me and for you. Open your mind, let it all unwind. Copper. Open your mind, leave the past behind. We're all just stardust, breaking free from rust.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Universe Unveiled. Today is a Crew Sesh, where we all get together, talk about what we're learning about, shoot the shit, and interact with you guys in our chat.
Oh, the chat.
Oh, the chat.
What's going on, everybody? We've got, let's see, what do I see so far? There's Christos, Catman, Cat Plan.
That's
We
so
just-
hard to say.
It is, but I like it.
Christos.
Christos is better, isn't it? Pagan,
Yes.
Christian, mathematician, all of us. Tammy, thank you, Tammy. Welcome.
Kameth May.
Christine, what's going on, Doc? Octopus with no friends. Dude, what have we told you about the name? I mean,
You got friends, dude.
you're going to make us liars? Welcome. All right, it's y'all's show. I just wanted to say hey to everybody. I'm done.
It's our show. It's our show.
It is. I mean, you
Oh,
invite us here. You know how the hell do you think I get invited back? It's not by just jumping in here at the beginning and going, "Welcome everybody to the Shaman and the Philosopher." I mean, that's not.
Take it away. Jacqueline, I think you are still muted.
Why?
There you are.
Did you unmute everybody?
No, I just unmuted myself.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi. I was just
Hello.
sitting here talking to myself. What's going on, boys? How are you?
Ricardo, you're on mute.
Ricardo, you're still muted too because Sarah only took care of herself.
I was saying thank you for having us
for
and
you.
doing well. And ladies
Oh,
and Jason,
good.
good evening.
Good.
Ricardo, how
I'm
are you, sir?
sweating. Hey,
It's
y'all.
hot. Y'all hot?
Okay, first of all, I'm the farthest north of everybody, and
Let
it
me kill this
is
light. This is bad.
so
This is-
hot in Canada. So hot. Yeah. I know you guys are used to it down there in Georgia.
No, dude,
Georgia?
we're not used to this in Bama or
No?
Georgia, are we? I mean, it like maybe for like a couple days, maybe.
Mm,
You know, you'd reach to where the humidity and the heat are sort of all just. Y'all,
It's an oven. It's an oven.
I was
it's
outside
wild.
today to just get my little bit of requisite sun because Jacob's a little under the weather and is really too hot for him unless we were like seriously going swimming. So I was sitting outside for like half an hour. And as I'm notating how profusely I'm sweating and how much moisture is in the air, I promise you, I look up and there's this cloud that's not hardly a cloud and it starts raining. It's just like the moisture, you can squeeze it out of the air. It's,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I did not go outside all day. In Canada, we do this weird little fun little thing where we have like the actual temperature, and then they'll tell you, but it feels like. And today in the mid afternoon, but it feels like 52 degrees Celsius, which is
Yeah.
just that's killer, man.
Everybody likes the feels like. Is that real? I mean, what are they factoring
It
in
is
there? Do
because
you
to
even
me it's
know?
like relative humidity factored in, right? Which
Okay.
changes the way
Yep.
the heat sits on you, in my
Certainly
opinion.
does. Certainly
Yeah.
does. Changes the way your system reacts to it as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like how they say it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. Like
Yeah.
that, you don't understand that statement until you walk into the state of Georgia. Like I swear, it's
Mm.
brutal.
It's true.
It's brutal. Like once you get down here, like South Georgia and like Louisiana, like way down here, the humidity is your that's your
Yeah.
biggest enemy. It's not even about the heat. It's the humidity and the fact that you can't breathe out there.
I
You
live on
really
the
can.
cusp of the Great Lakes, which is like its own weather system. Like today with the air conditioners, I have two window units running in the apartment, and with them running all day, full blast, high as as I could get them. The humidity inside the apartment was still 72%. It was insane.
I
Yeah.
think it's wild that you're in Canada and you're having the same weather. Before the show, you were describing your weather, and I was sitting in my head going, we didn't get to it, but I was like, yeah, same as ours. Isn't that
Yeah.
odd?
Yeah, but like I said, I live along the edge. I live in a little peninsula between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Okay, so
Gotcha.
I'm caught in this like weird little bubble of weather that is unlike anywhere else in Canada. The lake effect, they call it. So I literally live like in a fishbowl. It's hot, it's humid, it's very wet all the time.
And they make it sound so pleasant, the lake effect. What the fuck is
The
that?
lake effect. Bitch, we're not at the cottage, okay?
A vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
sir. I didn't
nice.
truly appreciate, even though I lived in Manhattan, like I lived up north for a while, but it was in the city and shit, weather is different there. But I
Yeah.
didn't realize until I drove myself from Santa Fe all the way home in like a go, right? Like 40 hours, right? That I realized I got home and I was like, two things. We live in a damn jungle and we live in a swamp. And I
Mm.
really had never appreciated it until I made that drive and experienced it. You get out and you're like, holy shit, this is so different.
I'm dying.
I'm dying. Moon
I'm
Kitty, look at
dying.
her. Look at her.
I know, y'all. She was so excited about being on the pod. She knew we were going on the pod. She saw me turn the lights on and she was like, "When is the pod?"
Ooh, ooh.
And so now she's here and Moon says hi.
Hi, Moon Kitty. Cute.
Hola, Luna.
Yeah.
La Luna. Moon.
Mine is
This is
sleeping off a piece of bacon that he got after I made bacon
at least he's not singing.
today. No. Yeah.
Well, Jacob has had something that had him throwing up and having the runs. It's all day, so he's napping and shouldn't be getting up. Took him out of him, poor soul.
Bless him. That happens sometimes.
When you
Rue
eat
just came
everything,
in.
when you chew everything, that occurs. Yeah.
How would you know if that's going to happen unless you try it?
Well,
See, there's another one of my lake friends. He's on the coast of Lake Michigan. He
Yeah.
says the humidity is really high. I hear you. I feel you. It's crazy.
Thoughts and prayers to you all.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks.
So what y'all want to talk about today? What y'all been learning about? Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about what they're digging into first?
Ricardo.
I know Ricardo just
Me?
made a whole movie.
Me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can talk
you.
about Ricardo's movie
Let's talk about
that
it,
Ricardo made.
Tell us. Tell us what you did. Tell
Or
us.
he falls
Not
asleep.
Ricardo's movie. Ricardo
I'm
just...
doing that.
explain.
I'm doing that for Jason. It's Ricardo's movie.
Yeah.
No. So
Look, when Steven Spielberg puts something out, even when it's shitty like the last one, they still call it Spielberg's flick. I mean,
yes, but
Amen.
he filmed it, probably produced it, right? So I'm not sure he cutted it, but probably did.
okay, you filmed 25% of it, and
No.
put it in-
I filmed a tiny bit of it, and I was given hours of footage, and I cut that footage into what I considered, right or wrong, to be a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I hope people sees it, and then they can tell me if that's the case, if I was successful in that regard. But it's the amazing production team from Chris Finifrock is filming, and the people that he knows, and so that's what makes it possible. But no one wanted to put the name on the film, not a crew, not a filming crew, not Chris, and I didn't put it, obviously. So it was
Like they chose
proposed
not to?
Yes, I was proposed to put director, and when I said I was not going to put it, and whose names I should put in, they said, "No, you're not going to put anyone then." So it's an anonymous movie per se. So it's all for Fred and Jermaine
Rue.
Pigeon.
Rue.
What did he say?
Rue needs a monocle.
What happened, Rue?
We knew someone would need a monocle today. Rue, what happened and why? At the moment, that means he'll get it back.
Did the missus finally throw the flip flop for Sarah? Did you finally earn one in the eye?
The quantum
I
flip
didn't
flop
think about going
made
through her to
it
get
finally.
her to do it.
I hope
Didn't
he's
think
not
about that.
serious.
It's Sarah, right? I mean, she already knows he deserves one. Have you seen the way he talks online?
Probably
Even about her?
gladly do it.
Probably.
Imagine.
She'd probably learn to know how he behaves over here on the
Pirates
internet.
today.
Rue is a pirate today. Bless his heart. He's got a boat then.
Arr.
He's an Australian pirate. How do we do that?
Steve put
Shiver
up
his timbers.
Steve put up the link to the movie that Ricardo's
Thank
talking
you.
about. The documentary.
Thank you,
Steven.
Steve.
I'm gonna
Cheers,
start
Steve.
calling him Steven. I like that.
So
Cardinal Steven.
Steven's good. Steven's good.
Steven. He looks like a Steven.
I talked to him yesterday about coming on the show, Ricardo, and doing a weekly, what we call Cardinals section. And for a minute, he thought I was talking about in the chat here, right? And so he was like, "Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great." Wait a minute. Are you talking about coming on live?
Yeah, I've tried so many times. I'm like, yeah,
No.
come on the show, come hang out. Yeah, no. Oh, Rue had
Damn, Rue.
surgery. Yeah,
Oh,
Had what?
Rue's eye is acting up with his cancer.
both stitched together. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Well, we've got jokes for you. I feel
Likely
like you're
story,
a humor.
Rue. Likely
He's a-
story. Mhm.
He's a humor guy.
You
I
guys
think
believe
he's
that? You're gonna let that fly? Really?
What?
You're gonna let Rue get away with the cancer excuse? I'm telling y'all.
Leave him
I've
alone.
known him for a year now, and I guarantee you he earned something. No,
What?
that's my way of telling Rue we're thinking about him and praying about him, and he knows that.
A monocle.
I'll let it slide this once, Rue. Okay.
He needs a monocle.
He needs a monocle. We love you, Rue.
Yes, we do.
Maybe a pirate patch with an eyeball on it, like an open one.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
So,
Anywho.
aside from that, I'm
Godspeed
also
your recovery, Rue.
yeah, exactly. I'm also looking at possibly writing a book where I'm looking at what's the origin of the sea peoples, because they appear at the end of the Bronze Age, and I'm exploring the possibility that these peoples, at least part of them, so imagine these people were for at least 2,000 years transporting copper everywhere.
Mm.
Hundreds, thousands of ships, crews, building, shipbuilding, harboring, maintenance, production of material specific for the trades of the boats. All of this was a vast, vast group of people that all of a sudden, at the end of the Bronze Age, have nothing to do.
Mm.
Right? They have all these ships, they have all these crews that did nothing else but sailing, possibly across the ocean into the Americas to get the upper peninsula copper, and all of a sudden there's nothing for them to do because the trade is stopped all of a sudden. So, and what we have is sea peoples coming from boats, extremely good sailors that go into cities, destroy everything, and leave and disappear. So this is factor one, which I'm trying to connect to. Maybe these are the people that were out of a job,
Mm.
right? And another is the fact that what we call the Phoenicians, since the Phoenicians don't actually exist, it's just a name that the Greeks gave them. There are several people with different nations, different names, different cultures, but they are all identified as Phoenicians. They appear exactly in this period. So the transitions, like from 1200 BC, very slowly, but more about 1000 BC after the crash of the Bronze Age. And they appear with a vast knowledge of shipbuilding, navigation, star maps, and geographical maps, and it's like Gobekli Tepe. It appears like their
Out of
civilization
nowhere.
appears without all of this knowledge,
Mm.
like they did it in one generation, which is not logical. So it's more logical that these are also the peoples that were controlling the trade, and after the end of it, they settled down. They no longer needed to be from one side to the other, and they had the numbers to settle down and create societies, and each one created a different part of the Mediterranean and settled there. So I'm exploring that on this book, and apart from that, I'm doing my work for Lost America series, uh, helping with what I can for the next episodes to come out.
How many episodes are there up till now? 12, right? 12.
11 or 12, yeah, but there are probably 16 series or something like that. There's so much material.
Mm-hmm.
So much material.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep filming it. So
Yeah.
they might be filming now. So that's why Rick hasn't been on our Roundtable Chronicles, because they
Yeah.
are on the road filming.
I wondered where
On
he
the
was.
road again.
On
Sorry?
the road again.
On the road again.
Yeah, on the road again.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be on the
Speaking
road
of which,
again.
we'll have it sounds like Sarah Brayley on with Saturday night in Rick's stead. Of course, if Rick's there, we'll have the full roundtable plus
More the merrier.
Sarah.
Yes,
North
if Rick is
Mario.
there, we have to send Sarah away. So
Yeah, definitely. I'll,
Aw.
I'll bow out so she can fit at the table.
Uh-huh.
It only seats 4, so we have to, ladies first.
Hello.
yeah, the phone agrees
Who
with
is
you.
calling?
Sorry, I forgot
so
to turn
sorry.
my thing off. Me so sorry.
You did that on purpose. You don't have people texting you. Why are you
And
trying
we
to?
are also collaborating with.
All the people that text you are here.
Right?
That's like a prop sound so she can get out of here when it
Yeah.
gets awkward.
Smart.
She was testing it.
Always
Smart.
have an exit strategy.
Yes,
Never leave
ma'am.
home without one.
Yes, ma'am.
Bling bling. Oh no.
Oh no,
Family
look at
needs me.
that.
Gotta go.
I must leave.
My rectangle made a noise. Gotta go.
Yeah, that's the composition that had to have the green, yellow, and pink. And so when he got his time, he said, "Well, teacher, this is what I wrote. I heard the phone, green, green. I picked it up, yellow, yellow. Nobody answered, and I pink."
Come on. That's a terrible joke.
Stop it.
Ricardo.
I can't.
Catman
take many of
Catplan
those,
is saying,
man.
what about a Sardinia or Minoans? Does that come into play in that?
I think Minoans are before that, but I might be mistaken.
Let me go through my Rolodex
Maybe,
here.
maybe you should have done pink, pink, like had the phone bounce or something. So you had to slam it down again. So you could have gone like pink, pink.
Look,
you know.
This joke isn't
And then
funny
we're in tink tink
because you
territory,
speak
and then I'm
English.
gonna laugh like
Because
for
you
real,
speak English,
instead of
yeah.
at you.
Yeah, isn't funny because you speak English. This is a Portuguese joke for someone that doesn't speak English, but everybody knows what is green. Green is the phone ringing, right? Yellow.
That was Robert calling you, Sarah.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
And pink.
Well, how do you slam it down in Portuguese?
Portuguese.
If I said it in Portuguese, you won't
Portuguese.
understand. You won't understand it, so it's even less funny.
Yeah.
No, but I'm wondering if it's like onomatopoeia. You know, that's the when that's the word that makes
Okay,
the sound.
okay.
So like buzz.
You pushed it.
So pink works. Like, you know, you can go like pink. You know that I believe that. So in Portuguese, is it? What is it? Is it?
Stop it.
For instance,
Portuguese.
You said it well. Portuguese.
Right? It is. That is how you. That's how you're supposed to say it.
Oh
Just
my goodness.
That's how that's pronounced now.
Portuguese.
Portuguese. It's a Portuguese. That's what that is over there. Don't go by that house at night.
over
Why? There's
yonder?
the whole
Who's over yonder?
Portuguese just sitting there, looking at everybody that comes by. It's fucking
I'm
insane.
sweating. Oh Jesus.
I mean, it
That
kind of
was
makes
how
me
I
feel
heard it.
good, at honest. Like when I get a new outfit, I just go walking by just to see if I should actually try it in public. And all the time, they're very complimentary. So, I mean, honestly, you should try it if
Oh.
you're feeling sort of insecure. But
Disclaim.
Portuguese, bravo.
Oh,
See,
So
my
say
fair
it. I
share of
still want to.
those.
I want to hear how the phone drops. So is it? Do it in Portuguese. Is geese better?
Portuguese.
I mean, do we really want to like go with geese as our comedy word? I'd rather go with gays.
Gaze.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go.
Sweating.
Let's see it in Portuguese. Or let's hear it.
It's Portuguese, but it's close enough.
Portuguese.
Yo what?
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Guês.
Portuguese.
Guês.
Portuguese.
Okay.
I had an exchange student from Brazil that was around when I was in high school, fucking Marco, and he told me it was Portuguese, but okay, dude.
Let me explain you this. Portuguese people won't agree with me in 99%, including my father,
Okay.
because there is some sense of nationalism. But Brazilian isn't Portuguese.
Mm.
It's Brazilian.
Yeah, I mean I know, but
So-
still, whenever you say you speak Spanish, they go no Portuguese.
Yes,
That's all I
because
know.
Spanish and Portuguese are quite different.
Very different. Yeah.
Yes. In fact, they prize before the borders will open and we can go freely and shop there.
Yeah.
You went there and they say, "No te entiendo." And you try to speak, "No te entiendo." Right?
Mm.
Today, they understand everything because Portuguese crossed the border to go to their shopping malls and buy. So they understand everything. There
True.
isn't
Dreadful language.
English,
Sweet
right? I
man.
agree, Rue. I agree. English is terrible.
Okay.
Rue, you're not as funny with one eye. Yeah, I hope you hurry up and get better, man. We miss your comedy.
Mhm.
Till then, he's got his eye on us.
We appreciate you giving us the one good one though.
Well,
That means a
but,
lot to us, bro.
When you
Thank you.
mix what is already a mixture of what is called barbarian languages, Celtic languages,
Mm.
and you mix them with Latin, you got Portuguese. It's this terrible mess that it can be soft, but it can be rasp, and it's all over the place. and it's considered to be one of the most difficult languages to learn unless you come from a Slavic country. So the Ukraines and what is the name of the country next to it? Small country. It's not
George.
Moravia. It's not Moravia, but it's something like that. Croatia and
Mm.
all of those people that
Latvia.
immigrated, yeah, immigrated into here in masses during the early 2000s. They learned the language in less than a year. So they
Mm.
say it's easy for them. But
So, how did Portuguese end up being the language or the bastardized language spoken in Brazil? I mean, I don't know the history.
so we colonized Brazil, right?
Okay.
And at certain point they wanted their independence because they had a the king of Portugal flee, not flee, flee into there. How
Yeah,
what's the
yeah,
verb?
yeah.
It's that the verb is that. Okay.
Sure.
So and the things were at such a point of rupture that he saw that his best chance was to try and become king of Brazil and become independent of Portugal. That is starting his moves to go into a republic, right? So he was going to lose his power anyway. And so Brazil got independent, and the language they have is the language we had in the 18th century
Mm.
that then got mixed with all the slave languages, well, all the native languages, and became more musical per se. So Brazilian is a very musical language. It's dreadful to me, but
Dreadful.
yeah, it is to me. It's because let me put it this way: imagine that you have a language that has standard for at least 600 years, right?
Mm.
You give language to another country, there is Brazil, not in the best of terms, but their language is yours. And it reaches a day, like it reached here in 2010, something like that, where an orthographic agreement was made. And instead, it is the mother language to put some sense into the colonial language. We were forced by this agreement to insert their silliness. So there is no letters lost their uh,
Mm.
comma. Uh, we
Sounds
lost.
sounds kind
We,
of like when I read your writing in English.
yes,
Yeah, okay, I understand.
exactly. So we lost the C before the T. Um, so now there's
It's a
words.
joke. The only thing he does is he changes these to this, and I get
Hmm.
that because of the long I. It makes
Hmm.
anyway.
What if?
He does it. He
Yeah.
does it when
Just
he's talking
poking,
too. Sometimes.
poking.
If I may.
If,
If
if.
if I may.
Yeah, but I
If
don't. I
I
don't
may.
pick on him about those because I like those. I mean, I kind of
Mm-hmm.
wish I said
Mm-hmm.
if most of the time. That's a better way to say it.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I
If I
hope that
may.
I
But as a
wrote.
reader, when you're supposed to say these and you say this, it's kind of like, well,
Okay, there's
now you
many
made me sound
mistakes on
stupid.
Stardust. Yes,
There's what? It's like
unfortunately,
that.
I should
It's
have
like
read it
that.
before I published, but I just wrote it.
That's what you
So
got a partner
Like
for.
imagine
They can pick on you.
imagine the brainscape of a person who writes a book and
I
publishes it
can't.
without editing.
And
Okay.
in a secondary language. I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
that
yeah.
that's not
Right?
an insult to me. That's actually more of a skill, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like I
Yeah.
remember Spanish and I took Latin and a little Italian and all these little things I did while I was in school, right?
Mhm.
But man, if you'd asked me to sit down, okay, I could bullshit with you for a bit, right? With my words, and I could understand. I could sit and listen to you, and I could kind of like pick and grab and kind of
Mhm.
follow the conversation. But
Yeah.
if you were to ask me to like write a paragraph, you know, you to just
Yeah.
no, I mean I couldn't,
No.
Nah.
like I
Yeah.
literally couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's a
Yeah.
whole nother skill set, and so therefore I can pick on him about his occasional not understanding that a long I here is a short e. You know what I mean? That's like
Mhm.
minor.
Mhm.
Um,
fled. He
Fled.
fled.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
fleed,
He
fleed.
fleed. Yeah.
We fleed or fled?
Ooh.
Fled.
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 Fled. Oh, flee is a fleet. Okay,
Fled.
Flee
Yeah.
is a yeah.
fled. Okay, thank you.
But you do flee. That's an active verb. Like so,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I'm doing it
Fled
right
is like
now, I'm
past
gonna
tense.
flee.
Yeah.
But if I did it yesterday, then like I fled.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay.
thank you. You have to excuse me because I didn't have any education in English. And all I
He
had in
learned English
school.
watching like
It's a waste of time.
shitty British comedy.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
I was
That's
thinking
how
about
he
his I
learned
was thinking about
English.
his sense of humor last night actually as I
It's a
was
little
laying there
something, isn't
as I was
it?
laying there going to sleep. I was like, I could be stuck. I could be stuck with him if all we had was his movies. I could do that for
Yeah, yeah.
a while
Yeah.
because it's funny. It's very dry, and it's
It's
very
very, yes, it's very dry.
1976 to 83,
Yes.
era comedy.
Yes.
But it's
Which
got
I get because
it's funny and it's got
where
its
I'm
drive.
from, it's like, want to be Britain a little bit.
Anglophile, huh?
Mhm. Mhm.
Traitor in the midst. No, I
The
think
red coat,
I
if you
think we
will.
all
I
I think
prefer
we all
red coat, okay?
I think anybody that's had multiple existences is, especially recently has, lives, whatever you want to call them. To me, when you like feel like sense memory of a place, like it's a lot of Anglophiles do, it's why they love it. I always say, well, that just because we spent time there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it never made sense to me.
Ricardo, one thing I want to, before I forget, um, at the end of the video that you edited, there's a special
Hmm.
QR code that people
Yes,
can follow and make a donation to
Fred
the
and Jermaine
cause.
Pigeon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You can tell us about that a bit? What does the
Sure. For
money
instance,
go to and what does it support?
instead of credits, we placed a QR code to and Jermaine PayPal, so the
Mhm.
money goes straight to them.
Mhm.
Because after 30 years saving a place, I don't think their finances are that well,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, I think they are also both sick. Um, so I think it's time for us to help them, since they managed to save a site for all of us. Even if people are far away and can never see it, at least it exists and it's not tear down as so many others. So
Mhm.
they've been doing that for 30 years. Every single year, the city hall had a new plan to implement and create a park for kids, a park for ATVs. So take all the trees out, cut all the market trees, take the cemeteries out.
Wow.
Uh,
And this couple fought them every
yeah,
step of the way.
constantly to the point
Yeah.
that they were starting to warn near states, and they were cutting all the limbs from the market trees that they could find in the parks, so that people won't use activism against them. Right?
Bam.
So that's the extent that they were, like Germain said, a monkey wrench on their plans all the time.
Yeah.
It's a cause that just like with this whole movie, we kid Ricardo, and that's why Sarah said his movie because just like he said, their names aren't even on it, right? But this movie, this film, is about a couple who've dedicated their lives to saving something, right? To saving native heritage sites, and they fought life and limb, basically, right? Because it was their heritage, but also that of the world. So if instead of giving to organizations, right, if you would like your money to go to people who have effectively fought and established a site and maintained it and who are now in poor health and poor finances and still trying to keep it up and pass it on to the next generation. Well, you can go use this QR code, go to Ricardo Calvario 1 on X and find this film. It's free for everybody to watch, learn about this couple. You'll see nobody else's name but theirs, and I think their niece appears, right, Ricardo, or
Mhm.
another family member.
At the beginning,
Mhm.
And
yes.
at the end, there's a QR code that goes straight into the pockets of the people you see in the film. No middlemen. So yeah, for anybody out there, the rest of the audience, it's cool. You're broke like us, but if there are those of you that wish to actually, support a
Yeah,
little history,
if
then $5 here really means a big
Sure.
difference to these people on the
yeah,
ground that are trying
and
to keep it going.
if that is not possible, which is understandable, then a simple share and recommendation is great. So
Yep.
I still don't know if I know that the film was recorded in DVDs for the reunion that they had on that site, uh, where several native communities gather around. Uh, but I don't know what they're going to do. Plus, if they're going to do more DVDs, if they're going to put the full quality version somewhere, because the one that is on X is good, but it's not full quality. Um, so you were muted, Jason. So I don't know.
He's
Good. It was
laughing.
just chat. I was just catching up with chat, and I saw a pagan Christian mathematician. I fleed my pants once.
Yes, it was on screen. It was on screen.
I'm sorry. I've tried to watch, the eyes of whoever's talking and or chat itself, so I missed
So
it on
Mhm.
screen.
aside
Go
from
ahead.
that, we are uh, also working with Ancient Earthwork Society, which was supposed to have a board meeting today at 10 Eastern time in the morning, but unfortunately there was a native lady that passed away. So the president, Richie Brown, is going to be available for a while. Um, but it's good because we already have been on the AGSL, the second large repository of maps in the United States, second only to the Library of Congress. And the maps that were selected during my period in Madison were already taken there. They are
Mm.
secure, they'll be scanned, they'll be proper archived, and they will be available online. Not all of them, some are private, and so they are will be only displayed um, for academics and in classrooms where no cell phones are allowed, no requires any record devices are allowed. So it's just for people to learn the wonderful work of James B. Shears. Um, so I'm excited about that also. It's going in a good way, and the institute is very glad to be able to help in any way we can.
Mhm.
And don't have any answer, which shows which shows how these people operate on our demand on the preservation of Rod Street site, where there is a possible mass grave of up to 200 individuals. Um, some around it was already destroyed, so the Sulis, which is their family name, have been working just like Fred and Germain. They've been working in saving several smaller sites, and so this is the project that they have now, trying to save the site in Rod Street.
Mhm.
And we made a formal letter to the mayor. We send the same letter and the report to every single person that has power over this decision. And yet, I don't know. I haven't talked to Sulis in a few weeks, but from my part on the institute, we had no answer. So this is how people treat this kind of things. So because they want to put some swings for children to play.
It is. It's how they treat it everywhere. It's how they treat it around here. I mean, I told you guys, I think once about talking to the guy who'd been running a bulldozer around here for like 30 years, and the stories he would tell about cutting blades through burial mounds, and
Yeah.
just essentially, yeah, they'd call in archaeologists, but then they just put up a fence. Nobody hears about it. It's just they know, but that's it. It's insane how they just want to keep going, like you said, man, with this development. And that's just an example of one of the many type projects that the institute likes to not only support but also busy itself in. You know, Steve, there in the chat. Thanks for joining, Steve. He and I met yesterday, and he was just refreshing me on what will be, the page when we go public with it for all of the projects, donations to all of the projects we have going. And, from the preservation projects, we have set going on right around here where I'm at with these locations to several other, all over the place. And it's the type thing we're interested in.
Hmm.
If you're like me, and I'm talking to the audience here, and you've gone to certain authorities and you've come to these same conclusions, like Ricardo is seeing in his practice, right? That these people actually don't really care, and I don't mean that in a negative way. That's just what I've been shown so far, right? Well, we do. And we have people that so far in very meager ways have put everything they can financially into these. But as you see Ricardo evidencing, putting everything we have in manpower, creativity, and talent to bear on fighting these causes of preserving our history, what's there, so that we have time to decode it and to look at it and to bring it to our present, as we like to say.
Right.
Our best future requires the truth of our past. So that's the two things I take from this: is
Yeah.
not only do we have a chance to try to support these two people engaged in this battle, but it's a good chance for the audience to see a broader spectrum and actual end practice of what it is, one of our sort of core mission statements.
Yeah, and the good news is that after my talk with Tom Solberg, he's the ex-president of the AES, Ancient Network Society, we will have some of the materials that I worked on and scanned while I was there. We're going to have some of the maps, some of the reports, some of the publications of AES reprinted and for sale. So, which I think it's an amazing thing. People can get a map, can get a full site report, or the journals that they published
Mm.
years ago, uh, trying to bring them to light again and try to republish. After the problem is there's always after someone has to look into that, say this, okay, this is all good, this sites, none of them are in risk
Hmm.
or are in private land. And so that's the problem that they are trying to decide and solve now. What can be brought to light again, because it's been buried for 20 years,
Yeah.
and even then few people saw them. So it's like yeah, something like this.
Hmm.
So, and you see how thick it is,
Like
right?
local report, like reports from like local areas and local
Yeah. So
organizations.
everything has graphics,
Yes.
and it's all done in a time that it was typed,
I want them all.
not computer. It was typed on,
Yes.
and the images were glued. And in fact, when I was
Yes.
scanning, some of the image was still glued to the pages and had to be placed in the right place.
Crazy.
Uh,
Y'all
Old
see, y'all
school.
see why he's president, and I'm stuck out here just being security, because that's
Sha sha sha.
Sarah, I would like to draw to your attention that Jason finally had his meeting with the cardinal, and
I did.
this man right here, okay, this shaman right here, gets out in an hour.
yeah,
An
that's
hour
not
and
fair. That's not
15.
fair.
WTF, cardinal?
And we
Okay,
talked about the dogs, and I met the dogs, and we hung out.
and you had social
I
hour.
love the
What the
dogs.
hell?
Look,
Yes.
look, y'all. I know people don't know this about me, but I do have a business background. Okay, I did squeeze in quite a little bit of, a quick 4 year tutorial fast in how to
Do you see
grow
my face?
business. And so when I get sent an email with an attachment with some documents by a guy whose role it is to tell me about these things, I read it, and that happened like 6 months ago. So when we got to that part, I was kind of like able to go, "Hey, bro, I remember all this," and he was like, "Oh, good."
Oh, good.
What a time
Okay,
saver.
Cardinal, I am officially putting in a request that you just send me documents. I'll read them ahead of time and then we can convene. Okay.
I like that.
The problem is the Cardinal gets me to read things so that I can help him edit them.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, you do much more. All of you do than just have to meet with him. I mean,
Hmm.
I just this is my contribution. That and recruitment, I suppose.
I need a new time
Even though
card.
now we want to make
Mine's
me
full.
somehow officially reporting as shaman on staff, and I don't. We're
Yeah,
gonna have
let's
to
talk
work
about
on
that.
that. We're gonna have to work on that duties list. That's what I
Let's
know.
talk
That's
about
gonna
that.
need to be a group effort.
Let's talk about that. Jason's official title is a work in progress.
That's the official title is a work in progress. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, you haven't approved the first one? I thought the first one was brilliant.
I thought the
Well,
first one was brilliant also.
well, some of them are. I don't. I look. We do. I did.
It's
I
like it's
did
hot.
work in a business, right? And I did sit around many board tables, right? And I do
Mhm.
know about business structures and all of that good BS, right? So there is an element of I understand because Steve was so good in his research, y'all, because we're attaching, being a 501(c) organization, right? And as you're appointing board members and being voted in and all that, you've got to sort of justify all these roles. And he had gone through and done all this research. I mean, he had the history of shamans from all around the globe,
Mhm.
and then had precedence of, for the tax status of how this role has precedence. And he did an incredible job. But the titles themselves, if I were to just put it on a business card, what I'm saying is they're probably not crazy enough. So I have to try to come up
Oh,
with.
the list I generated, I did with you
I,
in
I
mind.
did like one
Okay.
of yours. I did like the
Yeah.
shamanic knowledge keeper because,
That's a good one.
yeah,
That
and
is a
K
good
is
one.
11, so that's 11, 11.
What is the first one? What
That's
is the first one?
Do you have the list there, Jason?
um
Let's read some.
he emailed it to me. Okay.
Let's read some out.
All right, let
And
me
I want to
open the
take
email.
this time to remind everyone that Shaman does have a birthday coming up.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Look
Shaman
who just popped in
711.
here.
For those that didn't know,
What's
the
up, girl?
711 is my birthday, and I'll be 47. Okay, are we done now?
47
Move on.
We're going to bring it up again.
on 7-Eleven? That's your birthday?
Yeah,
Come
that's why
on.
it's Shaman 711.
That's
He
amazing.
said it on his episode.
Yeah.
Wow. Shamans don't get business cards, Cardinal says.
And you look up the
At the
7-Eleven.
Institute, they do. Okay. Jason
So
must
you-
absolutely have a shaman
Okay, hang on.
business
Let me
card.
multitask because I can't open my email here without using my phone because I didn't know I need my email open. So
He's
let
gonna
me
read
do it on
them.
my phone. Member services,
Let me
institute,
just take the
position.
opportunity to tell Sarah that I'm getting all the documentation ready to send her.
Oh, Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other Sarah. Sarah
Yeah.
B.
Y'all got to specify now. There's more than one Sarah here.
You're Dolly.
Every time y'all talk about Sarah Braley, I'm like, what? Me?
Me?
And they're like, Sarah did all this research and all this amazing stuff she's
You're like,
doing.
I
and
didn't
I'm
do
just
That would
like,
be true. That
Okay,
would be
we're just
true.
gonna have to call
Thank
her
you,
Brayley.
thank
Okay,
you.
Brayley, you're Brayley now. All right. There's Sarah, and then there's Brayley. All right, we good?
Nah, Sarah
See,
and I will come
that's
up
how
with
you
something
do a
better than
meeting.
that.
We're good, Brayley.
we got to get her a nickname, y'all.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something better than that. I'm
That's
sticking
not a
with that.
root cellar, Brayley.
on.
Jesus.
That's a mouthful.
Root Cellar Rhonda.
I was watching Dan the Dunker this episode the other day, and
Mhm.
he had to say roots a lot, and I don't know if he was being serious or not, but I was dying because he said roots.
He's being
Roots.
serious.
Roots.
He's being serious.
Like, oh man,
Yeah,
that's not English.
it is for him.
It's two O's.
It is in the
Do you
parts
go
that
up
he
to
comes
ghost
from.
and go buh, buh? No, it's boo.
Roots.
Buh.
So have you
That
found
doesn't
it, or
work.
you just
Might
find
just
the
go, what are
list,
you out of breath?
Jason.
Is that an asthmatic ghost? Buh. It's boo.
An
dude.
asthmatic ghost. Go find the
Boo.
list.
Roots.
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 Let's trying
That
to
makes me
distract
think because
us.
see around here, if a deer is in season, and the male deer is horny, he's rutting. you know? So he's
Sure,
just sitting
sure.
there talking about his root. And there's also, there was some sort of Americanized film colloquialism where, a man was talking about his private parts. He would say, my root. And I think it maybe Braveheart, I don't know.
In
But
Braveheart.
so I'm just sitting here watching Dan go, and the roots, and
My
the
roots.
the roots. I'm like, oh, dude, that's not what you want in everybody's heads right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay, so now on to my official position with the Institute for Natural
Okay.
Philosophy.
Did you find it?
I did. Okay.
Let's read
Steve
it.
was losing patience, so he put it on the chat.
Right. Okay. So we have to get through and there's so much we have to rewrite, but so I have several official capacities, right, that are before we get to this one that we need to name. And that's the need to so the preservation we're going to try to do here in this town, well, the town over, regarding Mobilla and everything I found there is on some land that's for sale, and I can't even find the owner. It's like been for sale for so long, nobody wants it. Like I can't even find the broker. You know what I mean? It's been passed around so much. But we've got a preservation project we haven't gone public yet with for that. So there's running up that, and
It
then
is now.
there's
I can't handle some of these. Are killing me.
okay. And then there's also, so in general, because my business experience is there, in general, I'm going to be in charge of real estate, basically acquisition and, all of that, not in charge of, well, yeah, in charge of, but not actually doing it, just making sure everything's
Pathfinder
up to
of
code.
natural philosophy.
Send me the reports, I'll go there once.
No, and actually
And-
doing it.
Well, you know what I mean? I'll approve everything.
I like these ones that start with chief. Chief of
They'll
shamanic
send me
operations.
they'll send me an email. Oh, he's got the list. Oh, you
Yeah,
can-
he's got the
But
list.
then
up.
there was the honor, and he told me he spoke to you guys,
Mhm.
and you all echoed his sentiments. So I have to say that. And of course, I'm very touched by the offer. This would be the first time that in any sort of like in fucking writing, you know what I mean, and in a thing we all have to vote on. By the way, not voted on Yale, but I know a few board members. We all have to vote on, and then it's in paper. This acknowledgement of some of the things I say, right, about the reality of who and what my experience has been, and I am, and I don't really have. I haven't even let myself feel it since he told me, to be honest with you guys, because it's a lot, really. It's in a good way, I don't mean a lot in any bad way, just to have that sort of acknowledged amongst people I work with, is, yeah, you can see I don't really have much to say about it. But I'm touched. Now we can get on to the funny part. The names. Audience vote. What's my position title? Show the list. Do you have it? Or am I going to read it? I'll read it.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. Can you not see it?
No,
Is
I've
it-
got it. I've got it.
Oh.
I got it. Okay.
What's the first one? you
Shamanic
have?
steward of ancient wisdom.
Hmm.
Visionary guide of natural philosophy. Bridge of living traditions. Curator of indigenous and shamanic insight.
I like that one.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's really not.
The first one on the
CISI.
business card.
Oh, that's pretty good. CISI. Curator of
it covers a lot of.
indigenous and
It
shamanic
covers a
insight.
lot. It nicely covers a really broad window for you.
That looks
I
looks
think.
pretty good on a business card too. CISI.
Yes, I like that curator.
Board member and resident CISI. See, I want to say CSI.
I like that.
Okay, guardian of earth wisdom, shamanic research liaison.
Uh-oh.
That's a little official. That's a pathfinder of natural philosophy, steward of ancestral voices. That's not bad. Sav, yeah, SAV. Shamanic knowledge keeper. See, I like the SKK.
That's not bad either.
Yeah. Chief ethno spiritual strategist.
That's a mouthful.
We could go with chief spiritual strategist. That might be all right.
I don't mind the chief at the beginning.
Chief spiritual strategist. Yeah, CST. No, CSS.
CSS.
Hmm. I'm still getting my I
What,
get to
it's
be a
too
detective
Nazi
in
for you?
CSI. No,
Stop it.
no, I
Don't
like
say
it.
that to him.
I like it. Steward of ancestral voice. Oh, we did that one. Okay, chief of sacred traditions, research and guidance. It's a little long.
It's a
Chief
bit
spiritual strategist is sticking. Chief of spiritual eschatology. No, ecology.
ecology.
Chief of
Ecology.
spiritual ecology. That's not bad either.
It's
That's not
very
bad.
like new.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
They probably think that I'm going to be coming in with crystals and sage every day.
Um,
Which I mean, I do have a
Well,
which
lot
when
he
of.
they
can
see you
do,
come in,
okay?
when they see
He's
you
got
come
that
in
I
in
have a
his
through
lot
the
of
box of
door,
crystals, but
tricks.
that's because I found them in an island where the natives, left them, and I'm trying to make a.
See?
See, I want to make a Mancala board of my own, and so I
Thanks
found
for popping in, Sarah.
rocks.
thank you.
Yes,
But
thank you
okay,
for coming by. Have fun at work.
chief of spiritual ecology. That's not bad. Chief of shamanic operations and research. Now that's our last one, and that one gets close to where I lean. I always, reference like the desk of shamanic affairs and all that. Just
Like,
when
ooh, that's
I'm
cute.
sort of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
labeling
I like
myself.
that.
It's that
You have to
journalistic.
consider not only the business card, but also the fact that when the door opens, it's you on the robe.
Well, we also have to talk about, I think about the roles of which I will be expected, right?
Sure, sure.
And much of it, I mean, I can already see is just like I learned when I was going to scout real estate. You can just go and like keep your eyes open. You already know the boxes to check, but outside of that, you just vibe the fucking place, and you know when
Sure.
not to go back and stake your reputation on. Yeah, boss, this place. And so I imagine there'd be a lot of that involved, kind of like the security man at the door.
Like Steve and I were like musing on the idea that in an official capacity within an institute like ours, which there already aren't a lot of, and really in its entirety nothing like ours,
Right.
this is like the first time that is an official administrative position.
Yeah.
So no
I
pressure,
think
bro.
I well, look, I got here using these skills, okay?
Mhm,
That's one thing to be said. Anything Jason has done and has evidentiary wise, right,
mhm.
is through use of this particular skill set. Let's just say it that way, right? You
All
know,
these sound like it includes
so,
a Gandalf staff. Yes, it does.
so it's like that. It's like trying to vibe out. We all kind of are sorting out our own different roles, but we also kind of know my role, and at least we're feeling it out. And that's why I come
Mhm.
to you guys with before I go public with anything. It's like, hey, look at this, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
double please. It's that's what I mean. We're feeling out already how we work together. So now it's just trying to sort of officialize it, I guess, because I've just been hanging out board member for a while now. And so I'm honored, is all I really am. I don't have much to say about it other
The
than,
very first time I saw like the hierarchy laid out for me, the way Steve laid it out,
it's,
it
it's
like it
cool.
was this intricate, like wild spider web of all kinds of fuss and fuckery,
Yeah.
which makes sense when you look at it if you know what you're looking at. But then off to the side, there was just a line, like a squiggly line over to the far right, and there was a circle around your name that just said Jason. Because we didn't know what to do with you.
Yet.
And it was so perfect. I'm like we have to hold a place for him. We just don't know what to do with him yet. Yeah.
I'm with the Cardinal
And
here. I
take
think he'll be
time.
given the name.
Yes.
It's just going to come to him like a bolt of lightning one
Well,
day.
there were several of those that I think we can rock and roll with for
Mm,
sure, because
definitely.
all I'm listening for is something that sort of vaguely hits upon, the walking with the spiritual side of things, for the group, and sort of
Sure.
having that be like, yo, look at that dude. Don't talk to me about the invisible shit. Talk to him, and then I'm just gonna go, no, talk to Sarah. That's all I'm really gonna do in official
Sure.
capacity. So you
I
really
think
could just call me
in a
district manager, really,
in
of
a way,
spiritual.
I get the feeling
Um,
like you're gonna have to mull over it and you're gonna have to like say it and think it about yourself in that context, write
yeah,
it even, and see
yeah.
how it feels. And they'll come to
Yeah,
you.
I think so. You know, all of the other real world tasks we recognize, like the real estate stuff and the cultural
Sure.
preservation, that's all, you know, natural. But yeah, something that honors the I here's what I'm thinking is I want to just make sure something honors like you guys approaching me with that. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah, but it's
I
as
want to
much.
honor the thing
I
itself by
appreciate
making
that.
sure the name fits that, you know, because I don't just want to like rock and roll with this is shaman shit, you know? It's like
It is
because
shaman shit though, so I think that on the other side of it, it was important to everyone else that you feel like you were feeling it. That's
yeah.
no,
No, I'm definitely feeling it. You
yeah.
know, it's just it's a wording thing, really.
Hmm.
And you know, I know a lot of people hear that word or read that word shaman, and they automatically have all these associations, and
Sure.
that's never my problem, right?
Mm,
But I do like the one that threw in like spiritual, just so people at least get a association going of. We're just talking about the reality that's non-material, whatever word you use for it, right? And I think shaman is the best word that just says that, you know, and that's why I like that Steve threw all the cultural examples from around the world because what you're talking about is just the dude that talked to the invisible stuff and the physical stuff and held it all together, right? And he could do that, right? And that's just a way. So that word, you know, is it's something I always. Well, no, we got to leave it now, don't we? Okay, I'm gonna stop thinking about it. What do y'all think?
Isn't it funny? I think
Go ahead.
it's ironic that, and this gives credit to Steve's idea that it's just going to come to you. Like
Yeah,
when we
for sure.
talk about the woo, we always say, don't try to put words to it. Don't get
yeah,
caught
yeah.
up on
The
terms.
thing.
If you
That's the
try to
thing.
put a term to it, you're going to
Yep.
have a bad time. And then now look,
That's the
like,
thing. Things exist without words. I mean, they exist without us. You know, actually. So that's the thing. Yeah, is you just got to be conscious because you don't. I mean, I don't really. I try not to be too conscious of words. But when you're looking at a title, it makes you go, okay,
Sure.
that's all.
yeah.
Mine's very
But
cut and
thank you,
dry.
thank you so much.
At least you get a cool name. I'm
Mine's cut and
Right?
dry
director of
over here,
public
right? I know it doesn't
relations.
look like it, but I know what I'm doing roughly one
My
day at a time.
my duties are 10 pages long. So for
Yeah.
now, they
See,
serve
that's
best as a fan. See that?
perfect for the
Cardinal
world.
Steve? That's what I'm doing with my duties right now. It's
And
a
I heard
it's a
Sarah
fan.
also has quite a few pages of her own too. Right?
I have like 6 people under me, or like 6 managers, and they're going to
Mm.
manage a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Damn it.
exactly. I talked
Y'all
to
know
her
I'm the
about
most
I talked to her
unserious
about
person ever.
executive structure already. Our spirits are identical on
Yeah,
that.
and I heard Sarah is going to have a galleon hanging on the ceiling.
Right, that's it.
Yeah, I found me a chandelier for my office the other day.
Did you?
It's a boat. Yeah, it's this big, huge, sparkling boat
That's
chandelier.
amazing.
Sarah is effectively vibe check and flip flop cannoneer. You know, I mean
Sure.
that's
Sure.
Unofficial title.
she just needs to
Yeah.
sit in an office that everybody has to go in once. You know, and that's really it. The rest of it, we just have to. You can walk
That
in Sarah's office. She can just sit there. You can walk out.
behind her, there's a wall of different types of
Yeah.
slippers.
Mm-hmm. The slipper gallery. When people come in your office, they just walk in backwards with their ass stuck out.
I just walk in and smell the candidates. What's he doing? He smells for bullshit. Just let it ride. It's
Yes.
You walk in my office and someone else is walking out crying.
We should make it an animatronic that triggers every time somebody gets 10 feet away from your office. An AI robot dressed as like a person just comes running out crying. That's the doorbell.
I will have an Optimus in my office, my research assistant.
It
Helps
wouldn't
me.
be right if you didn't.
You are kidding,
exactly.
but you are kidding. But we are trying to get either from
Yeah, I need
Toyota
that.
or
I need that.
from or
Someone who can
from
help me catalog
Tesla.
everything because my job will be to just preserve, okay? Everything. That's what my job is.
We've got you
Preservation
covered,
of
sir.
everything.
There's so much to be preserved.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure.
Trying to get two
Um,
to our main building.
I need one to help me in the archives. I'm putting my order in right now, Cardinal Steve. Thank you.
I'm not sure they are evolved enough to help you in the
Mine would
archive.
be we download them with Rowan, and he'll know exactly what I want.
Okay.
Mm.
That's so funny to me. Y'all remember that video?
Yeah.
Pizza
What's
and
up,
French fries.
Thoth, the Atlantean?
That
That's
sounds
Scrib
delicious.
Jehudi. All right, you guys want to look at
Oh,
the
that
video?
is him.
Want to look at
Sure.
a video?
Yeah, is it my
Yes.
turn?
Go for it.
They're like,
Sure.
no, jackass, you talked the whole time, and we just got done talking about how you're
Oh,
Well,
and
that's
we
what
are
this
out of
is. We're
time,
here.
Jason. So
Look at the
sorry.
time.
So sorry, Jason.
show the people one thing I'm actually working on, I guess. is
Oh,
what I'm gonna
thank
do.
you, Cardinal.
Outside of my own
Yes.
Mancala
Along
work,
with
which is like
preserving, I'm also promoting and identifying.
What are you identifying as?
I have to just identify everything, and then I have to preserve it, and then I have to promote it. That's my job.
IPP. Identify, preserve, promote.
Rue.
That kind of sounds
That's
like
the whole
HR.
point, Rue. We're trying to keep you in the dark here.
I think he meant to inscribe somehow now that there are sleepers involved.
Rue, the
Gotta
first
have
official
discipline.
IfNP slipper is for you.
Yeah, we should logo one and send it to
Yeah,
him
we're
with
gonna
a
present
note
it
for
to
his
Rue.
wife. As soon as his
shipping
eye
on that.
heals, get him with that, please. Send an eye patch too to put on afterwards.
I actually
you-
had a long talk with Ruth, probably almost 2 years ago, as I did with all of you.
Did
So,
you
yeah.
scare him away?
Rue has many talents.
No,
He does.
quite the
Rue
artist.
has very little time,
Hmm.
but it's I consider him
You
to
wouldn't
be a friend,
know
a
it.
friend of the institute. Yeah, he has very little time.
I know, that's why I'm giving him a joke. I'm just talking about how he's always
He works a lot and
online.
has a family.
He does indeed. Quite a active and beautiful family from what I've seen.
I just like giving him shit.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the cool things when you identify people that not only are supportive and not only are cool, good people,
Mhm.
in general, um, is people that you can play around with, especially when you're on the air. It's hyper helpful to have somebody that you can tell to fuck off and also say thank you, love you, in the same go. It's very helpful.
That's why we bring you guys on here.
Exactly.
It's like a sibling rivalry. It's
Mhm.
healthy.
It is.
Health.
Health. Hashtag health.
Health. It's kind of like roots.
Roots.
Too hot.
Okay, so I know I'm talking in this one, but I'm only going to leave it up for a second.
Are you
because I'm
naked?
yes, of course.
That's the senior citizen porn, remember?
Senior porn industry is See, that's another rue right there.
Yeah, it
Thank
is
you
another
for
rue.
getting that started. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
See, I put one out the other day. I can't help it. Sun is good for you, and when you're out
It
there,
is.
it's just. And I'm not going planning to film. Honestly, like some days I'm going planning not to, but I get out there and it hits me
Yeah,
like, oh,
once you take your clothes, you think, "Oh, it's inevitable." Now I have to film this.
now I have to. Now I have.
Don't do it.
Now I have
Sir,
to.
this is a family show.
Family show.
Not why I pulled it up. Not. I promise. There's work in
Okay.
here somewhere. And
It is 100 degrees. Can anyone blame me?
Indeed.
Exactly, guys.
Steve.
Exactly. But it is. Listen, all right. So everybody is familiar with Mabilla, right? And one thing that I do owe and why I never talk too bad publicly about the archaeologists that I first encountered with the Mabilla stuff is because they gave me a gift. And the gift they gave me was that I just kept it in my pocket and kept going with the research, right? And I learned so much more about what was going on around here. It hit me just recently when I was out here on this island in the Coosa River, and I'm going to play to let you hear it, but where not only all the rocks, all the weird shit behind me, I'm not going to take up the time here, guys. I've got lots of videos, right? Has been piled up on this island, and I turn around and I see the impact crater. Now, you guys are familiar that the reason Mobilla connects is at the Mobilla site. I found a mound that was shaped like this ancient impact crater.
Mhm.
And so I've been thinking, like, why would they do that? First of all, I can infer from that how special and known this impact crater was to them, right? And once you see it, you see it's a scar on the earth. Of course, in this time of mound builders and native population everywhere around here, this would have been a special place to them, right? But then you get to thinking, okay, but how special was it that they then modeled this mound on it after the Battle of Mobilla, and they then put this dry creek to represent the river, right? And what comes to me, and this is a supposition, totally, right? But what if they somehow had an understanding of what this thing is, right? They had an understanding of it being somehow a star wound, right? Which is
Sure.
what it is.
Yeah.
And what was Mobilla to these people, right? It was a disastrous boom impact, right? That destroyed the civilization, and completely the town was gone, obliterated to smoke, and the Spaniards sat there for weeks killing everything within its wake. It was just like a nuclear bomb or like an asteroid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of
Destruction
cooking in
event. Yeah.
a destruction event. Thank you. Perfectly
Mhm.
said. Keeper, preserver, identifier. Very well said.
Thanks.
All right. Now, this particular island that I'm on in the Kusa, I'm going to let it play, and you'll see this idea that sort of is cooking in my head about what it is I'm identifying here. I'm on the wrong one to press play.
I can tell by the look on
Sorry.
your face that something's cooking.
Well, it was. See, this is the second part of a video that most people haven't seen. I posted a first video that was just Jacob chasing a heron, and I really should play that because for Ricardo, I showed that I could actually track an image because he busted my balls about tracking a fox. That I walked out the other morning, there was a fox out here, and I sent everybody a video in private. You guys. And Ricardo was like, "You need to practice tracking moving images."
Of course he did that.
Where's
to
the
you.
fox? Where's the fox?
And so I was like, all right, well, so here, I'll practice for you, big boy.
If there's a ball, it's gonna get busted.
Look, now I got to show it. Okay. Watch this track.
Oh, Jacob,
I love him.
he's so cute.
That's my nephew.
That's a good
Get
dog.
lost. There you go. Come back. Jacob. God dog. That's currents, dude.
Look at him looking around. He's like,
Come
I got
on.
this.
I'm fine, Dad.
I can get that
Gosh.
one. Let me. I can
You
get
see
it.
coming into frame now what he's been
See,
chasing
this
his
over
bird
here.
off.
This
Yeah.
is what he's chasing.
Now here's the tracking.
Jason, that's well done.
He's run him off twice. Hey, Ricardo, how's this for tracking a moving object?
Ooh, got called out mid-video.
How's this?
That's very good. Great.
I was talking over the bird
You're not
squawking
gonna
though.
catch him, Jacob.
That's some
I
link
wish
to
I
the
hadn't.
river too.
You're not gonna
Very
catch him. It is a
Okay.
solid effort, though, bud.
Okay,
Look at
so
him.
now
This is
to
the otter dog.
he is. Oh,
Otter
watch
dog.
this, y'all. Watch this. He tries to be a heron too. Watch. He dives under the water for shit all the time.
Extremely brave.
Watch.
We're all impressed. And it is a beautiful day
Right.
here to be
And when I pull away and go back to him.
exploring the island. Full of birds. Otter
Here.
who likes to chase birds and then imitate them. Look at him diving under the water for fish. I'm telling you, otter.
That's cute.
He's the best. Okay, we'll move on quickly. The idea that I want to share with the audience. Sorry, it tickles me, y'all, that he's like an otter, and then when I'm there showing him chase a heron, he's like, "Oh, I can do that too." Crazy little dog. Okay, so let me operate properly. Now, the idea that comes when I'm out.
But I'm going to try to show you what it is about this place that I believe raises questions. People go all the time, "Hey, Jason, so you found a lot of cool rocks. So what?" Well, here's so what. Okay, so we're at the confluence of Corn Creek, the first creek heading north where you encountered big rocks, waterfalls, and tons of places to harvest quartz. You can evidence it being harvested all up and down. The reason there's a lot of quartz is from right here is the first bend in this river where you see the 85 million year old,
Allegedly.
star wound. It's an impact crater. And when you're coming down the Coosa and you first get to these large boulders, and you then see there the impact crater, which I've demonstrated is modeled by the burial mound over at Mavilla, which means this was a sacred place to these people. Now, let's look at cool rocks. See, what if there was a place where nearly every rock you picked up was a pretty cool rock, right?
So that's quartz, and it's shaped all over this island. For those that haven't seen my work, I got lots of videos where I bring the shit home and clean it off, and lots of it behind me. And there's just all kinds of things that one can't really make sense of in any traditional way. All That's what all these rocks are. You see, this river was dammed, and it floods regularly. This little island, so everything looks gray, but it's not.
Quartz, quartzite, whatever you want to call it. What are the chances? Jacob, leave the bag alone. I gotta keep him on a leash because there's kids here today, and he thinks they're playmates. Kind of like my backpack, dude. Jacob, there's nothing in there. Come on. Now,
I hadn't filled it with rocks yet.
perhaps. All right, we're gonna walk. Come on, let's continue to prove our point walking. Perhaps on an island like this, where everything one steps on, quartz, nearly everything for the specificist. All right, you take this piece home and clean it off. See the ridges on that? Look how it's lipped at the top. This is a piece of quartz. That's schist. Nope.
Quartzite.
All the quartz in there. It's quartz.
Could even be petrified wood. Shot.
One has to start to ask oneself questions. See, it wasn't until all this was flooded with the dam, quartz, that it turned gray. Jacob went to digging over here, bring up all kinds of colors, all kinds of cool rocks. I put out a lot of videos on these rocks, so I'm not going to use up my battery here to do that. Go find my work. Been at it for years here. But wouldn't a place, long before we were here, that I've demonstrated was special to these people? Perhaps they marked this spot by leaving all of their cool rocks.
So what I'm, basically saying there, and I'll come back to everybody now. Thanks for indulging me in sharing that. Is right here at Corn Creek, right where all of these materials fall out, right here in the middle of this river, you have this island that is obviously, I'm convinced, you can't convince me otherwise. I've got it all around me that there was shit that they were doing with rocks and leaving it there for a reason. And then you look up and you go, well, this is the first time coming down this river I can see the star wound. And then, you look around, and I don't know if I have it in here, but you find that clay piece. I think I have it outside, right? That has the exact.
Mhm.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
map. It's a
Yeah.
map of this impact crater. And then the mound directly models it. And then
Yeah.
this river here, they have a dry creek they fucking put in, and you can find rocks like you can find in that river in this dry creek bed, right? It all points to this being intrinsic to society in some way, right? That we haven't currently comprehended. And that's just one of the many things I'm working on, right? But it's the best one and freshest one to give you an example of what I mean when I say Mabilla is a fine attention getter. you know it's because everybody goes, oh, we've been looking for that. Hernando de Soto was special. But
Sure.
I'm just like, no, motherfucker, yeah, that's your attention getter, and here's, go learn about the metal if you want. But what I've then learned is what the native people were around here and all of these mysteries that still abound. And as we touch to, and part of the Institute's core mission is trying to preserve them against the constant onslaught of development that they face here and where.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So
Everywhere,
that's,
much more often,
Yeah.
and much more prolifically than we would be horrified to know.
we would. We would.
Mhm.
Just in the town I live
Can
in
you see
alone,
this white
if all the
white
people
pebble?
knew what you got.
So I brought this for you to see. So it's just a white pebble, right?
Mhm.
But if you grab the phone and I put my light on and put the stone on top of it, whoops,
Oh, very cool.
It's glowing.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot
And-
about that.
Purdy.
and they come in different colors.
Oh, neat. Where'd you get that? What kind of rock is that?
I have no idea. I thought it was limestone.
Mine's so
But-
clear it looks like a light.
Yeah, it can't be.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be limestone.
No, it isn't. It's crystal because
Mm.
it doesn't appear because there's too much light in here.
Yeah. You can see it. I can see it.
You need mood
So-
lighting.
But is I was not expecting for it to let light through because it doesn't look it will. It's opaque.
Jason.
Now I'm the
Is it-
keeper of what did what did Thoth say? Head of no. There was one name anyway. Sage of ancestral wisdom. There we go.
The sage. That's a new one.
That's a good line.
That's funny.
Yeah, but we are not going to hire anyone to walking by you with a light. beneath you.
On the next episode of Tales from the
Tales from the river.
Tales from the Redneck Crick. Crypt. I meant crypt. Did I say crick? That's a crypt. Cricks aren't scary unless you're a Yankee. Squeal like a pig. Wee, wee,
Oh,
wee.
No. No
Considering
fake
your question, this was on the very edge of the, I don't know how to call it, the walkway with the grapes, where the grapes go and make
An
the
arbor?
tunnel.
The arbor.
Yeah.
Harper.
So it's
Mhm.
right on where that ends and the cultivation area starts.
Jason, I still,
Jacqueline,
I still think that you should.
did it hurt? We talked about that.
This hurts. I'm always in pain.
No.
I'm always in pain.
Think wrong, think wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Your antediluvian study,
Yeah.
I think that you could supplement that quite nicely by coming up to like the literal diluvian event.
I think so too.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I for many reasons I have to expedite
What is going on with your
getting
microphone?
renewed.
There
Me?
you go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's special.
It's very, very retarded.
Yeah, but I would seriously look into the 85 million year old and try to see if they are right. Like how did they get to that conclusion? Because that's so far back.
It
That's
is.
that's
Well,
really
I
far
think
back.
I think it has to do with their using it based on when was this place. So here used to be back then a very, very shallow sea.
See,
you know,
Yes.
just above swamp level, essentially.
Sure.
right? Shallow sea. So I guess they can tell from the impact of there being sea creatures and stuff trapped in the.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't.
but that
I
Like
also
would
fossil
assume.
record?
eliminates.
They're
I
using a
would
fossil
assume
record?
when you go to the museum, yeah, that's the way all the paintings they put out there. So, but again, I'm with you, Jacqueline. Like, is it, because I've got the winged serpent intaglio, the negative
Hmm.
earthwork, that's massive,
Right.
right next to this thing, where I've also got the
I'm
got the
sorry.
impact
Cousin
crater.
Nicholas just came in. What's up?
What's up, Nick?
He
Um,
reads
Hi,
books,
Nick.
y'all.
he
I'm
does.
glad you said that.
I'm real glad you said that because you know why?
Welcome to the redneck tales from the crick.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn.
But
Yeah,
I'm
damn.
just saying, like,
go ahead.
um, in order to understand the actual diluvian event,
Hmm.
I think you have to stand at the bottom of the
Yeah,
gorge
I think you're right for
and
sure.
feel like the absolute thunderous power that exists there today, and
Yeah,
it's pretty much empty
yeah.
today. It's like standing in the bottom of the Grand Canyon, although it's not that grand. But to to get a feel for it,
For that power and
yeah,
the water just.
it's unbelievable. And when you like walk
Where did all
down
that
there,
go?
when you walk down there and you see like the layers of land that have been literally ripped away, and you see chunks of it that fell from the edge and just
Yeah,
stayed there like these massive erratics.
the
It's
power.
something. Yeah, I think you would really enjoy it.
I know. I know. I will. We don't have to say would. I know. I will really enjoy it.
Well,
Yeah.
but my point is, I I barely seen it, but I think it doesn't show at first sight signs of 85 million-year-old erosion
Yeah,
on that hill,
I know. I think the same,
right?
Ricardo. Yeah,
And it to me it would make much more sense, considering that you have found a mound that is the same shape, including the river, right? So
yeah,
it's not one factor; it's two, right? So the probability odds increase dramatically. But my point is, it has to be something within the native time frame. So,
yeah,
and we have at least two ice ages, so we have a lot of time. And during that
Hmm.
time, there were a lot of objects falling,
yeah,
right? And especially after the Younger Dryas, you have one big object falling every 2,500 years. So continuously, all the way up to the Burkle crater event, where we know that at least two pieces fell in the American continent, another two in the Pacific, one in the Atlantic, and the other one in the Indic.
Hmm.
So this is the ones they could count. They could be much more, right? Because you don't know. Even Tunguska is in the 19th century, and we only found out years and years after. So
I
I
can
mean, found
see
out
that
before
maybe.
someone criticized, found out in terms of the world, right? Because even in Russia, it took weeks for the main Russia to know that the event happened.
I agree somehow, man, right? Like, I agree that we've either got to say, like, somehow they picked up the knowledge of what it was, were given it, or developed it on their own. I don't know, but somehow the whole idea of the Mobila place being marked with this mound that looks like a star wound sure leads credence to them knowing what it was, right? It feels complete, to me. And then to see this thing marked in the middle of this river, it makes more sense if this was something they had a memory of, or at least, something passed down
Yeah,
culturally.
but that can be stretched 85 million years old. So
No, no, it can't. But that's where I'm saying it goes back to perhaps, because of, look, the geology of this entire terrain obviously is exceptionally different from all the other geology, right? I mean, all of a sudden you get giant rocks sticking out of everywhere, waterfalls, when every other creek, you guys have seen it, is sandbars and rocks, right? All of a sudden you've got waterfalls and big ass rocks, and you've got quartz pouring out of every damn orifice. I mean, really, you walk along the entire Coosa River up around Lake Jordan, and it's just hunks of the stuff, just every falling out of everywhere, right? So obviously, the DeSoto Chronicles tell us how many people were here, right? Haven't found Mabilla. I can now correlate and go, okay, so when they're talking about this many people, they're talking about here, Kusa's territory, right?
Mm.
So I know there were people every damn where, and you can see the mounds, you can see the churches on them. I mean, it's they're everywhere, right? And the firsthand accounts verify they were everywhere. Now I take that in account with the dramatically different landscape. When you go all out to these other areas around here and you're finding quartz, prolific quartz in perfect little shapes and worked and, you know, weird shit like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you're finding is quartz has come from this area, right? So it shows you, what would you want to say? Obviously, this it's almost like a trade network for sure, but within these towns. But it shows you they all understood where that came from, and it sure seems to me, guys, that on this island out there, they worked stone. I mean, you can find ones that obviously this is complete. Look at this. This is a finished shape, whatever the fuck it is, right? And then you can find one, you pick it up and you go, oh, that's a finished one. And you flip it over and it's rough. And you can see where, little chips were being worked off, right? Again, my suppositions, but it sure seems like that a lot of the rocks that I find, in these other mound rich creeks are the same smaller versions of what I find on this large island. So that all fits, Now, of course, at some point, somebody else has got to come look at it with me. Which, by the way, that reminds me. Hey, PR, send Ed Barnhart my contact information.
Happy to do so.
Right?
He's
Because
our
some.
friend, anyways. We like him.
Yeah,
Dr.
I'm
Ed.
sure. I'm sure
Uncle Ed.
Uncle
if you
Ed,
pull
yeah.
up the academic papers related to the crater, you can see what was the methods
Yeah,
that they used.
methodology.
Well, I've
Yeah.
I've recorded a presentation by Mr. Benson at the museum there, and he gave me all of that, and I've got it mostly recorded. It's even on my
Yeah, but
X.
you need to read papers and not what he told you. You need to
You,
actually look into the papers.
he was a very educated man. You can read papers. That's your job. I don't. I read. I read. I
Fair
read
enough.
your. I read your material on air. Okay, that's what
Fair
I do.
enough.
Okay,
I read on air. Other than that, it's get the screen and everything out of
because
my hand
it's
because I'm
important to
outside.
know if there were trees there, if the trees
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
recent.
No, of course it is. It is. It took
Yeah.
them. I'm sure the trees were there because he talked about how at first they didn't want to believe that it was a crater, like the guys back in DC or whatever, right? And so there was a good bit of back and forth, but then they finally found the center, right? And so they do core drill tests,
Yeah,
and they
microspherules. They look for
yeah, and they
microspherules.
pulled up not only things that they were able to use for the dating, I suppose, but they also pulled up unidentifiable items that they classified as not from Earth.
Hmm.
So yeah, a lot of, I mean, it wasn't. But as far as the dating goes, I'm always. It just makes so much more sense if it was more recent than 85 million years. That's all I know.
Even considering the shallow sea,
Well, look,
right,
what if
would
they're
cause
trying to?
an excess of erosion.
What if they're
It
trying to?
shouldn't be as big as it is if it was 85 million
What
years
if
old,
they're
from
trying
my
to
perspective.
say
It
Not
seems,
that?
tall,
yeah.
not as tall as it is. That's what I mean.
What if they're trying to say that the reason it had to happen 85 million years ago was because there was a shallow sea? Now, the reason they're doing that is because of the type of depression it made, perhaps, right? Because they're
Sure. The
saying the
angle.
water slowed it down and with the angle, right?
That's not
But what
necessarily
if
true, I don't
something
think.
they hadn't considered was that it was a near hit? What if it was an
Like a
airburst, as
skim?
we call it, like an airburst, right?
Sure,
An
sure.
airburst
But
doesn't
close enough.
fracture rock, doesn't cause brachia.
Right.
Really? Like if I
No,
set one off like 100 feet above the earth, it's not
it
going
doesn't. It
to.
doesn't cause brachia. No.
What if I set it off like 10 feet above the earth?
10 feet. That's a.
If it is 10 feet, it's the same as an impact.
Well, they say
because it
they're
will
like
impact.
they say that they can be up to like whatever 100 nuclear bombs or something. And
Mhm.
if I drop 100 nuclear bombs 100 feet above the ground, there's going to be a hole,
Do
probably,
you have
right?
LiDAR for that?
It's
You do, eh?
you do. You do.
Yeah, I do. It looks
Yeah.
just like it. It looks
Yeah.
It's not.
precisely
It's
like
not hundreds. It's thousands. Even Tunguska is an incredible number, and it's a
Mhm.
small one.
Mhm.
But the fact is, the most known type of craters are the craters on shallow seas because they were studied in Russia. There is several there on their shallow sea, and that's the ones they studied and used to prove um, the Burkle crater, right? Because of the similarities and the very big difference between a shallow sea and actually going 1,000 meters or 3,300 feet of water to impact the bottom, right? It
Right.
creates very different. And the ridge that you see on that crater, to me, it doesn't seem to fit in a shallow sea impact, because the shallow sea impacts, and there were some very big ones,
Hmm.
they they just smash the bottom, and you can't see, there is no ridges. That's one of the particularities of a shallow sea impact, is it doesn't cause ridges, because the backwash of the water is enough to plane it out. It doesn't go too far, but it planes everything out,
Hmm.
so you won't find ridges.
I'll show
So
Jason something.
Hmm? You want to show me
of course
something?
there are exceptions, but
This is my piece of quartz. Look at how big it is.
Hang on, let me
She
pull you back up.
fat.
I was looking for a map of the crater since we were talking about it.
Can you see it?
why is your quartz always different from mine? Let me see a picture.
Oh,
This
I
is
see it.
like almost pure. It's if you polished it, it would have that clear, and this is
Mm,
like pink.
yeah, it has strips. This is just, it has nothing else. It's
Right.
just,
Extra
And then
cloudy.
you can see the exterior, right?
Yeah.
This
It's
is
beautiful.
from not directly from, because I did not loot a indigenous
Yes,
site.
you did.
Okay, it's from an area where it's everywhere, even outside of
Yeah.
the protected places, in northern Ontario, which is literally like erratics, like the size of transport trucks coming up out of the ground, and that's what
yeah.
they look like.
Right.
Like
Right. That
completely.
that's the way the landscape is around here. I mean, it really it's fucking everywhere. You know, you can go walking on these hills that are just piles of like what you just showed me. You
Hmm.
know, from that impact, and they're
Like
powerful places, man.
so big, man, and so clean, and just so unusual. Like you can I just laid in some of the on top of some of these
It
rocks. Like
is to
it like
walk in the
makes your blood
ground.
vibrate.
It does, man.
Yeah.
It really does. I
Yeah.
had a couple of examples of, you know, how when they grow inside geodes, the crystals grow and
Hmm.
then they've got the point. I had a couple of examples about fist size of those that were crystal clear that I found there at Corn Creek, but they're currently in possession of a friend because, you know, that's what I do. This is my best rock here.
I have some good rocks. I'm down in Nova Scotia, where I'm from, on the Bay of Fundy, which is like the
Yeah,
highest rising tide in the world. Um,
really.
yes, fastest and highest rising tide in the world in Nova Scotia. There's places kind of like in an area. It's called. It's between like Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, where the border is. Nova Scotia is almost completely a peninsula, but
Yeah,
when the tide comes in, it comes so quickly that and goes out so fast. There's these massive mud flats, and if you're out there and you know where to look, you can find some amazing specimens, lots and lots of fossils,
yeah,
and also huge pieces of amethyst. And I do have a really nice piece of amethyst
nice.
that was churned up by the tide down there. So where's my lobster? Yeah, you can also get lobsters down there, Pagan.
Gosh, the chat is busy tonight. Sorry, guys.
Hmm.
I've been engaged with the conversation and running my mouth and sharing stuff. My goodness,
That's
guys,
cool.
appreciate y'all hanging out.
Dolly, y'all good?
47 new messages. What is that about?
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm good. My daughter walked in here a few minutes ago, and
Oh,
like it wasn't just her.
oh,
There was a dog behind her. Like the cat was sitting on me, and the cat was like, I was like, what's with her? So like my little radar went off, and I was like, oh okay. And they're just like piling in the room, and I'm like,
Sure.
no, no,
Yeah.
it's slow motion. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun.
is it
Dolly, what
time
are
to
you
say
working
goodnight,
on?
Mom? What are you working on? Yeah, dude, don't go.
Well, since y'all showed y'all's rocks, I was just gonna show mine.
Show me
Yes,
your
ma'am.
I have.
rocks, Dolly. Ooh.
Oh, what is that? It's so grainy on my side right now.
Yeah, go closer.
Take a guess.
Is it crystalline?
It's an emerald.
I
Whatever.
can't tell if it's blue or
Emerald.
green.
I can't get a clear view of it.
Lapis
Tell me.
lazuli.
Is it lapis?
I can't tell if it's blue or green.
It's
You're
green.
you're blurry.
It's a tektite.
Oh.
Well, tell us about it. Show and
Yeah.
tell.
It's a moldavite.
Moldavite.
And what formed that?
A meteor impact. A
Oh,
lot of
right.
high heat. So you can only find it in the Czech Republic. It's 15 million years ago. Like this thing came flying in, and like it's not pieces of a meteorite. It's actually glass that was formed by the impact with the grass, like the
Ah,
vegetation and stuff around it.
that's
So,
right.
and you can always tell it's real because it has like it formed these bubbles because it was
Bubbles.
molten.
Yeah, so hot.
So it's got like
so
a big bubble
cool.
in it, and mine just happens to be a triangle, like a perfect triangle.
So it made organic vegetation, green stuff with chlorophyll
Yeah,
instantly.
it's like
into
a
the
green
bulb.
glass.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
So it's almost an arrow point. You even have the place to put this.
That's,
you can make a spear out of it.
She's gonna sew it into her flip flop.
That's
I
a
wonder.
good
I wonder
idea.
what color of crystal we would make if we got hit with an asteroid.
Like us personally?
Yeah, like if we were all in the room together, what color do you think would come out?
Probably pink and purple. Pink and purple, like the UU, obviously.
There'd
Pink, purple, and blue.
be a lot of purple. That's for
I
sure.
If you
so.
mix every color together, it's brown. So
Poop.
yeah,
Like my
like a big
eyes.
pile of shit.
It's poop.
It's round, isn't it
A molten-
black?
Ricardo's
We
got the
would
shit
look like a
brown eyes
molten
too,
pile
don't
of
you?
shit.
No, if you mix every color together, you get brown.
Color theory.
Like all
God.
the
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been wrong all of these years. I thought
Yes.
black was the combination of
no
white light is
One
the
was
combination
black.
of all colors, and black is
absence of all color.
of light.
No, black is all of them swirled together. That's why they trap all the light because they're getting the full spectrum. That's why black.
They're
traps
saying
the
it's
heat.
brown.
Brown
not
is
black.
the mixture of all the primary colors. Yes.
I mean, I
Red,
believe
blue,
them,
and
but
yellow.
I'm just saying black's not the absence of, right? It's actually like all of them together minus whatever makes or more of whatever brown didn't have. I don't know.
Steve, in with the facts.
And with the
Because
facts.
of its
All right.
extraterrestrial origins and
Steve,
unique
we need to
formation.
get Steve in here like as a producer so that he can do all this
Like,
stuff in an
for real.
official
For
capacity.
real.
Yeah.
Steve, that's it.
You could come in
Producer.
as a producer on Riverside
It
and
doesn't
you
even
wouldn't
record you.
it doesn't record you, no audio, no video, but you get to hang out and we can see you and you can control the chat. But
All right, come test it out Saturday night on the round table.
yeah,
It's
you
done deal.
should. If
You
you're
won't even
hanging
be on the
out,
air.
you might as well do something. You might as well make yourself useful,
is
you
a-
know?
I
Yeah,
just think
there
Steve
is a
is so
producer seat.
effective. We don't even need to talk because it keeps putting material on screen.
I know.
constantly.
I think we should really try that. I'm
Not
like,
y'all
y'all,
gotta-
just the boys.
you see how the institute functions? Done, voted, passed. All right, get your ass up here. You're the new producer.
What is that? Kindergarten.
Saturday night. Don't be late, Steve.
Primary school, Ricardo.
That's when you learn about, like, primary colors and tertiary
were.
colors.
Roy G.
Shocked.
Bibb. Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, blue, violet.
Mm-hmm.
Blue,
What's
indigo,
the opposite
violet.
of purple?
You're
Quick. They don't know.
citrine.
Do you remember that
Yellow.
dress? That
Yellow.
dress. What color? Did you see gray or
Yellow.
blue?
It was both, depending on what kind of light you were in.
Right.
Mm.
I don't
like
trust
blue
you
and
not to
yellow.
show me. It doesn't show you, Steve. It does not show you.
It really
Steve,
doesn't.
it has
Steve.
it has a producer seat. That
Yeah.
We have a
what it's
producer
for.
seat. We
Like,
actually
for
pay
real.
for it. So
does not even record it. Like you literally.
there is
that's
no
why,
camera.
That's why Ricardo
It
and I haven't
shows-
been able to make use of that because it
Yeah.
won't record you.
It shows you to us in the studio, but it does not record you on the live at all.
Right. Like you're not even seen by the audience.
But
ever.
you can talk to us and message us in the studio.
Yeah,
Also-
but although you're
Share
not filmed, you
screen and all
still
that
have to be dressed, Steve. Okay, so
Yeah, because we can see you.
Yeah.
And now that he has
Put
admitted
the
that he
dogs to
doesn't
bed.
trust
Your
them,
teeth in.
now we got to do some trust files and team building exercises.
No, see,
Steve?
you trigger PR for God's sake.
Where's the intimacy coordinator?
I think that falls in
Some
my
trust
department.
falls.
We start bare feet in the Rocky Creek. That's where it begins.
If you
Under
don't
moon-
behave, we're gonna send you with Jason to the crick.
That's it. Toughen your feet up. Moonlight. We're going to learn how to navigate the river in the dark. No flashlights, and it's great.
You'll never misbehave again.
We're going to offer that along with tours for the antediluvian stuff in North Alabama as part of our programs. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
By
Actually,
the way,
fun.
Jason, do you have any follow up? I've been wanting to ask you. Do you
Hmm.
have any follow up on that truck
Which truck?
that was beached?
oh, the truck that was in the creek.
Oh, they got it out. Yeah, they got it out.
They always will.
They advertised in one of the local, you call them redneck forums for people to get stuck and people that have 4x4s.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I saw him post on Facebook. He got himself out.
No buts,
But
Steven.
we haven't been back to the creek. We've been going to that particular creek. We've been going down to the.
I'm glad he was intelligent to tie the truck to a tree.
That was crazy,
In case,
wasn't it?
in case the truck wanted to run away.
You tied it
Just
in
in
front.
case the
Those
water
are some of the
dislodged it
smartest people you'll ever meet, Ricardo.
really are.
on a crick.
They really are. I mean, they're
talk
If you
about
don't
getting
have a
something
winch,
done.
if you don't have
I
a
like 'em.
winch,
I feel at home.
Yeah.
I mean, and somebody with no teeth on a 4-wheeler that's 14 comes rolling up to you. You can get handled as long as they're your friend. Anything can get handled. So they're always good
Yeah,
friends
but
to have.
there
Man.
are clever people. Everybody in here, we had the case.
Exceptionally, dude, exceptionally, right? And they're people of the land, and they know how to do the land. Like, you've all seen me in the creek. I'm just going to be in it, and sticks or snakes or whatever, get out of my way, right? Of the land,
Snakes.
and
Two years ago.
and these are the people that are just like that. That's why I say my people, because they understand that, and they understand the land. They're not caught in their phones, and in the trap we all are, right? That's
And here
why.
there's lots of water channels, and some of the farms, cultivating farms, they have to cross the channel with the tractors to go from one side to the other. So they
Right.
wait that the channel lowers in the low tide, and then they cross. So 2 years ago, a guy decided that the water was still low enough and went with this very expensive tractor, more than 100,000 euros, and tried to cross it and was stuck. So what he thought is, I'm going back to the farm and I'll pick up a bigger tractor and I'm going to take this tractor out. So the time he took to go back and get the tractor, the water was higher still, and the second tractor was just behind the other one.
Yeah.
So instead of thinking it's time to stop, he said, no, there's still one more tractor there, so I'm going to pick up the other tractor. So there were 3 tractors on the river. It
Oh,
was
God.
almost $800,000 of, because the water raised and ruined it, because it's tractors today full of electronics, right?
Yes.
It's all electronics inside. So the water
Computers.
ruined completely, almost $800,000, because the guy was, he didn't have all the marbles. So
Obviously not.
Yeah,
No.
I'd
Less is
grounded a
hard.
truck in that very creek. It's you have to do it once to learn that just because you can stand on it doesn't mean a truck can move on it. When I was in high school, I sank a Ford.
yeah,
in
but
there.
the Chinese solved it. They now have a 4x4. When you beach yourself, it recoils the wheels into the chassis.
And floats off.
No, and then pushes them against
pushes
the
them
ground.
against. Yeah.
Ah,
So,
But
it's
see, those are
Chinese
not
people.
my people, Ricardo. Okay,
those
when
are
the
not
peop-
my people.
when the people with those toys show up, that's when I'm like, ah, damn it, I gotta go. This is
I don't
vibe
fit in
wrong.
here.
Right. But
Yeah,
as soon as one of those humble people of the earth, those rednecks show up, you're like, okay, cool. I feel safer.
I feel safe.
Fair. Fair
I feel
point.
safer.
This guy
Fair
definitely knows what.
I swear, I can feel it, y'all. Like when I'm out there to connect and just be alone in nature, right? You can feel, of course, you can hear when somebody with the toy shows up, or some bourgeoisie, whatever you call new money,
Bourgeoisie.
right?
Yeah.
Bougie
Bougie.
shows up, right? But then
Highfalutin.
Highfalutin bougie.
there's a different vibe when you hear somebody and you look around and they look, like the stereotype that people would use to say, redneck or whatever. But to me, I'm very proud of the little, bit of redneck I can claim and have picked up, because it's like, here's what it feels like when you're out there in the creek, and good shot, dude. And you come
He's
up
a
one of
champion
these.
flycatcher. This one.
He is Mr.
Yeah.
Miyagi. One of
Yeah.
these humble people comes walking up to you. It feels like a native walked up to you. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yep.
Whereas versus something intrusive walked up to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, boys,
Well, now
Sarah's gonna play the music.
Jacob showed up. It must be that time. Is it time to
What's
go
up,
out?
puppers?
Jacob, he said it's time for bed.
Yeah. What's the next podcast y'all are doing? Now's the time.
What do we want to do, dude? Well, we're gonna have the roundtable Saturday night. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have Sarah Braley on there. Do we want to read something tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna read. Tomorrow.
Have you done your own show yet?
No.
So that's what you had to decide since Sunday.
Well, we can just get together and read on my show, the DeSoto Chronicles, and I can talk
Okay.
about what I was going to talk about, which is this impact crater stuff a little bit
Okay.
deeper. And we can do that at the start, and then we can read the Chronicles tomorrow.
There you have it, people. Tomorrow evening, they'll be on
Jacob, you
Finding
agree?
Things Within and Without. Ricardo and Jason reading more of the DeSoto Chronicles as requested by moi. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you're the you're the reasoning behind this, because
Yeah.
a few well-placed words. Jacqueline knows how to work it. She's like, I like this. Listen, your voice, it sounds great. I like listening to it when I get home. Oh, really? Okay, Ricardo, you ready to do it again? Somebody liked it.
I appreciate it. I really do. And I'm not the only one. There's lots of people who commented the exact same thing. Like, you know what? This is such a relaxing way to spend an evening. And when I get home from
people
my
are writing
wild
letters.
job, yes, you're getting fan mail, I'm
I'm-
sure. Like,
I'm falling asleep with that voice. Fantastic.
I don't know how he does it. Chair dancing time, Cardinal.
I have to learn to read the DeSoto Chronicles in the low DJ voice.
I like that. I think that you have an excellent
And
voice.
then
I'm not sorry.
Hernando raped and killed some more native
See?
people.
It sounds so much better when you say it.
Just kicked us out of the algorithm. Thanks.
Yeah, that's it. Yes. That's it.
It reminds me the awkwardness of Stephen Fry, the guy that read Harry
Yes.
Potter excellently, right? And
Yes.
people come to him in the street and say loudly, right? Thank you. My sons will always go to bed with you. Not listening with you, it's with you, because they're listening to Harry Potter.
Sure. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am? This is not a
What?
priest
Yeah.
collar,
He
okay?
just has Stephen Fry has such an excellent voice. Although we have our own voice actor. We
Yes,
have our
we
very
do.
own Jason Shaman. Sarah, Sunday, the next thing we're gonna do is the Sunday news. Sweet Sunday
correct.
news, y'all. Sunday
Sweet
at 1
Sunday
o'clock.
news.
Live.
there.
I really don't see us going back to pre-recorded Sweet Sunday news because the live is just everything. It's where it's at. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like being in the chat. It's
like
a
I
lot of
like it
fun.
at 11:11 because that was fancy and fun,
Yeah.
fanciful, if you will, but whimsical even. But 1 o'clock works for Sarah and I collectively, and yeah, I can't see us going back to pre-recorded because that was just. Nah.
Yeah, it'll be live or not at all.
It's live or
going-
not at all, y'all. So the next time you see Sarah,
I'm so
and I,
proud of y'all. It's been a year
So-
since I first hung out with
Thank
y'all,
you.
hasn't it?
It has been
look
a year.
Look
has
at
been a
what all the Institute for Natural Philosophy and all the individual
Philosophy,
members.
as I often
Philosophy.
say.
Falafel.
Falafel.
Falafel. Oh, don't say falafel. I'm hungry. That sounds good.
Falafel does
I'm
sound good.
starving.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
Yeah.
And
So
our
Falafel
music's
time.
almost over.
our music's
Alright.
almost over, so that means we have to
Yeah.
skedaddle.
Come
thank
find
you,
us at the Institute of
everyone.
Natural
Yeah.
Philosophy. Find our Discord. Bye.
That was a quick and short and sweet from Jason. Never had that
Thank
before.
you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you,
Yes.
Ricardo and Shaman, for coming on our
Yes.
show. We love doing this with you guys and sharing what we're learning about, even if we're just shooting the shit. It's
Just
always
shooting
good.
the shit.
It's good for team building.
It's nice to do it face to face instead of just in Discord.
Yeah, it's a pleasure and a privilege to be in the best show in the wide web.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
you're gonna do the box.
Those two. It's not us.
It's
So. Exactly.
nah.
All right,
You're the
guys.
brethren.
My
Okay.
brethren counterpart.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
And we
well,
love our
thank you.
viewers.
Yes.
Shaman,
Bye.
keeper of time to
Thank
shut
you
the
so
fuck
much,
up.
Cardinal Steve. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, everyone who stuck with us to the end.
Love you, everybody. Thank
Love,
you.
peace, and chicken grease.